وكل نفس ذائقة الموت وقال كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنام سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كونوا قوامين بالقسط شهداء لله ولو على أنفسكم أو الوالدين أو الأقربين. صلوات. In the light of Dua Makarim al-Akhlaq from the book of Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam, the book of supplications, Sahifa Sajjadiya or Sahifa Kamila. So we're discussing the importance of Islamic moral values and ethical laws, and how a person can achieve and obtain the nearness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through good akhlaq. Akhlaq is everything in our life. And the goal of religion is to make you reach to good levels of noble manners. This is the purpose of religion, and especially Islam. إنما بعثت لأتمم مكارم الأخلاق. What is akhlaq? What does akhlaq mean? Overall, see, we have ulama who have written books on akhlaq, more than history books, more than even fiqh books. You see the fuqaha, we have mujtahideen, they have written hundreds, thousands of books on fiqh. But even more than fiqh, our ulama have written books on akhlaq. What is the difference between akhlaq and fiqh? Fiqh, as you know, means laws, do's and don'ts. Fiqh has only just 5 options. In fiqh, you get in your life only 5 options. There is no 6th one. So fiqh is limited within these 5 terms. Any mujtahid who spends his life, decades of his life, in doing research in Islamic ahkam and Islamic laws and jurisprudence, he comes to only just 5 terminologies that he will give you 5 words. If you ask him any question, he will answer in just 5 words. You say, okay, can I do this? Because see, laws about do's and don'ts, right? This is the whole fiqh, do or don't. So when you ask him about anything, he will tell you whether it is wajib, or it is haram, or it is mustahab, or it is makruh, or it is mubah. That's it. These are the 5 things. This is the parameter of research in Islamic jurisprudence. But akhlaq has no limits. Akhlaq is beyond fiqh. Akhlaq is something that has no limit. In fiqh, the faqih will tell you that how much you will spend out of your money as a khums, how much you will spend as a zakat. This is fiqh. What is akhlaq? You want to spend more. Is there any limit? No. Imam Hassan would spend every year, even Abdullah ibn Ja'far al-Tayyar, he would spend all his earnings every year, every single thing, and he will start from zero again every year. There is no limit. In spending, as akhlaq has no limits. Right? You want to help somebody? How much should you help? So fiqh will give you limitations. But more and more and more, this is akhlaq. Even in regular laws of any country, when you follow the laws, you are a law-abiding citizen, you will be praised for that. But unknowingly, they have to go to akhlaq in order to resolve some issues that fiqh or the law cannot resolve. And I always give this example. I don't know if I have mentioned that earlier or not. But I give you the example from the laws of road. When you drive and you get your license, you have to read a book. Believe me, when first time I read that book, it's a small book. When I was reading it, I was just amazed. I said, this is just like I'm reading Islamic laws book, Tawzul Masail. This is exactly like Tawzul Masail. If you do this, you do this. If this happens, do this, this, this. Do's and don'ts and laws and rules you have to follow on the road. Here, in this book, there is a law, there is a rule of driving. And when a stop sign, you have to stop. You have to stop on the stop sign. You cannot ignore the stop sign. We'll get the ticket and you will get the punishment for that because you have to follow. It is stop sign and it's a big deal if you just pass it without stopping. If it is two-way stop sign, so both should stop. The same three-way. But if there is four-way stop sign, so all of them should stop, correct? From all sides, everybody should stop. But what will happen, tell me? If all of them arrive at the exactly same time, same minute and same second, four people from four sides are arriving, four cars at the same time on the stop sign. So the rule says that first, who comes first, he will go first. But all of them came on the same time. Same time. So the rule is this, that when you arrive at the same time, the person who is on the right side, he will go first. But in this situation of four-way stop sign, everybody is on the right side. You are on his right, he is on your right, the other person is his right. So who should go first? So many times, if you stick on fiqh only, you get in trouble. So this is, Allah says, I do this. You are stuck there. All of them, four of them, they cannot move. Because he will say, I am on the first, I am on the right. He says, I am on the right, he is on the right, on the right. Because the book is not mentioning the direction. The person who is on the right, maybe on the north, he will go first, or the south will go first. No. Whoever is on the right side, he will go first. Go and read it again. So the problem is, who will go first now? Tell me. So the rule and law has no solution for that. When we say, see, at home, you have to follow the Islamic laws and rules, and there are laws. Man has these rights and women has these rights. If you follow, alhamdulillah, of course you will be happy, but if you want to be happier, you have to follow akhlaq more than just fiqh. Because in fiqh, you might have stuck somewhere, just like here. So what happened, tell me? In such a situation, the only solution is not that book of akhlaq, of laws. Here, only thing that can help you is your akhlaq. So someone from those 4 people will offer other person and say, please go first. Right? Then the issue is solved. What solved the issue? Not the book of laws, but akhlaq. Akhlaq, your manners, your compromise. This is fine, you go first, it's fine. It takes half a minute, few seconds, you go first, no problem. But if you insist that I will go first and everybody insists I will go first, everybody will be in trouble and no one will be able to move, and you will lose more time than gaining the time for which you are trying to fight. Correct? So this is akhlaq. That's why Islam has emphasized on akhlaq more. Now, if you want to know briefly what akhlaq is taqwa. Without taqwa, you cannot gain anything. You cannot receive anything from Allah without taqwa. Even the guidance from Allah needs your taqwa first, then guidance of Allah. Taqwa means to understand who is your creator and to have fear of Allah and be just, at least be just. Justice is the base in Islam. And when you are just, still you are not muttaqi. You need to go beyond that than justice in order to be muttaqi. اعدلوا. Quran says اعدلوا هو أقرب للتقوى. Be just, because justice is closest level to taqwa. In order to get close to taqwa, you have to be just. And this is Islam. This is what Islam is. Justice. We talk about justice. If I talk about justice, it's not politics. It is justice, it is my religion. One of my Christian friends asked me, and he said, see, I can describe my religion in one word, and I say my religion is religion of love. Christianity is love. I said, I also can describe the same word. Of course, we have halid deenu illa al-hub. Is religion anything other than love? The religion is love. Love of Allah, love of Rasul, of Aimma, of your relatives, your brothers, sisters, everybody, human being, who are all love. Islam is love. But since you have taken this word to describe your religion, I'm not going to take it. I will describe my religion in another word. Islam is justice. And justice is more important than love. Why? Because if you want to resolve a conflict, you cannot use love to resolve conflict. You have to use justice in order to resolve it correctly. So, a judge, if he uses his emotions and love in order to give his verdict, he will deviate from the path of justice. So love sometimes get you away from justice, but justice will keep you and your love on track. Justice is important. See what Islam says about justice. How important justice is. If we people, all the Muslims, we follow justice in all our affairs, in our aqidah. For example, we believe in Allah, we have to be just in believing in Allah. Believing in Rasul, believing in our A'immah, just. Any faith you have should be based on justice. Quran says in Surah An-Nisa, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kunu qawwamina bil qisti shuhada'a lillah. O mu'mineen, stand up for justice, shuhada'a lillah, being witness for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So stand up for justice. Why? Because Islam is justice. If you're Muslim, you're supposed to be just. What is justice? How I can be a just person? So this is what Quran is telling us. It says, stand up for justice, speak the truth, say whatever is needed, but with justice, even if this justice walau ala anfusikum awil walidaini wal aqrabin, even if this just word that you are uttering with your tongue, or you want to take an action of justice, even if this action goes against yourself, speak up, even if it is against your own father and mother, awil walidain, your own relatives, awil aqrabin, closest, not qaribin, aqrabin, closest people. You cannot take side of somebody who you think he is closer to me. This is not justice. Justice means just say it, even if it goes against yourself, if it against your parents, your own family, your own children, your own brother and sister. Speak the truth. وَلَوْ عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَوْ الْوَالِدَيْنِ أَوْ الْأَقْرَبِينَ وَإِنْ يَكُنْ غَنِيًّا أَوْ فَقِيرًا فَاللَّهُ أَوْلَىٰ بِهِمَا. Many times when you want to speak, you check that when I say something, this person, is he rich man, is more famous, has more power, more powerful? When I say something, I will be praised. Oh yes, you are supporting this person who is stronger already. Or I am really just, I don't care who is rich, who is poor, who is strong, who is weak, who is whatever, who is famous, who is unknown person. I am speaking the truth. This is the truth. If this happens, this earth will become paradise. Since people don't speak the truth, since people keep quiet, since people don't support the truth and justice, or even sometimes if they speak to support the wrong. This is why we don't see peace on earth. Peace is dependent on justice. Without justice, there is no peace. Right? This is a very simple thing. وَلَا فَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا الْهَوَىٰ أَن تَعْدِلُوا. Don't follow your desires to keep away from justice. See how clear and how very, very precise message is here from Quran. That we should be just, speak the justice, say whatever is necessary and important to say. And this way you will be helping to establish peace in whenever place you trying to establish justice. At home, for example, you be just with your family. So in your family, you are trying to have peace in your family. If no justice, there is no peace. If you do something wrong, the reaction will come. And then reaction and the reaction of reaction and chain reaction. And then has no end. So justice is the basic of, base of every single issue in this world. And all of us have to try to follow justice, inshallah, and support justice and speak up for justice in order to, inshallah, establish peace on earth. إن أحسن الحديث وأبلغ الموعظة كتاب الله أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم ولا تركنوا إلى الذين ظلموا فتمسكم النار. So the word which is against justice is dhulm, injustice. And in many places Quran says don't incline towards unjust people, don't support unjust people. So to be very clear and to the point, nowadays, what you're hearing in the news about Gaza, this is something that no one should keep quiet about it. As a Muslim, as a human being. Any violence is not acceptable in our religion. I'm not talking about politics, right? People want to make politics, and this is the politics, because in politics always there is, everyone who is politician in the world, they are responsible for any violence in this world, anywhere. Who are responsible more? Politicians. Why? Because politics means me, myself, my interest, my people's interest, my country's interest. So this my, and interest has no justice at all. This will keep you away from justice when you come into the political, area. So this is very clear. In Gaza, there are millions of people, more than 2 million people, who are not part of the conflict. They did not do anything. In retaliation, if we hear that what they are doing or we see what they are doing, we have to try to stop it immediately and ask the leaders of our country, whenever we are in any country, to stop that immediately. It is a humanitarian issue. It's not political issue. It is humanitarian issue, okay? We have to raise our voice in peaceful way and try all our means that we have in any way we can to stop this genocide that is going to happen, maybe. And it's happening, it started already. Children, women, right? Hospitals, schools are target. And if you see the map, the Gaza is kind of a place that you can call it a prison, a bigger prison, right? It's blocked from all sides. And water, food, electricity, all necessities of life has been stopped, cut off. Do they have the right to do this? No. They have no right to do that. If you say, why don't you condemn those people who attack them? No. Yes. If you want to condemn them, see the difference between these two people and condemn based on that difference. It's fine. Be just. As I said, just. These many people, yes, people, if one person, no matter he is Muslim or Jew, if he's killed, this is not acceptable for us. We are going to condemn anything that is zulm and unjust, no matter who is doing it. This is not the issue. The issue is here. Injustice is here, that when you condemn some people and you don't condemn other people. If you condemn for anything wrong, yes, do it. Condemn it, but condemn those people who are doing 1,000 times more than this. 1,000 times. So why don't you condemn 1,000 times those people who are 1,000 times more wrong? Right? If you say, yes, this is wrong. Children are children, they are innocent. Islam not allowing us at all to kill any child, because the child has no religion, first of all, has done no wrong, secondly. So how can we, not only child, anyone who is not responsible for anything wrong, you cannot take revenge from him. Why are you taking revenge from the whole millions of people who are there and they are already in very worse situation? They are denied their very basic human rights. So this is politics. And that's why we are not talking about politics. We're trying to raise awareness. If people really, they speak up, then their politicians, they have no power to do anything. And they cannot deceive people for how long they can deceive people. We can see those footages that you see, those videos that you, it's horrible. Really horrible. So we have to stop, try to stop, do anything we can do. If there is any peaceful demonstration, we should, yes, be part of it. But it should be peaceful, of course. As I said, that we cannot achieve justice with violence. Justice with peace and peace with justice. These two are together. So it should be, we are against violence, we should condemn violence anywhere, and we should condemn any kind of injustice happening, especially those who are in need today, in Gaza especially. We have to name Gaza, yes. And there are innocent people who are being killed there. They did nothing. Those children, what they did, what the schools, hospitals. So we all together, inshallah, should do something and be part of any peaceful, non-political movement that can be helpful for people, regardless of their religion, and maybe they are Jew or Muslim or they belong to any country. We don't care about that. What we care that they are human beings. So we should speak up for humanity. We should speak up for justice. We should speak up for peace. And especially nowadays, it is very, very critical situation, and we should not delay speaking up and doing something. Whatever you can do, a blog, a post, anything, or your political representatives of your area, talk to them, give them the messages, send them the emails to stop this genocide as soon as possible. Immediately, right now, they should stop it. So this is wrong, and we condemn this violence, and we condemn this aggression, and we condemn the occupation. And everybody knows that this is not their land. It is the land that they have snatched and stolen from Palestinian people, and they should stop all this genocide immediately. This is our demand as human beings, as people who have no political affiliation to anything, no any affiliation. It is just based on humanitarian base. That's what we are asking. May Allah. Also, of course, we are in a mosque. We in this place we will pray for those who are victims and pray for those who are oppressed around the world, anywhere. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help them, and may Allah punish any zalim, anyone who is doing any kind of wrong or evil in this earth, and may Allah cleanse this earth from every kind of injustice, inshallah.